Welcome back. This is Inspiration for an Elegant Week. Last Monday, when we explored anger, I talked about the idea of scheduling an angry hour once a week. Well, I can report back that I'm not sure I enjoyed my hour of elegant opt-out. It was exhausting, but it turned out to be a really effective way of getting rid of all that irritation. And it was thrilling to hear from many of you that it worked for you too. I love your comments. Keep them coming. Today I want to talk about flow, and here's what triggered this idea. In the mind, body, spirit community, the concept of flow is used a lot. So much so that it's slipped into mainstream conversation. Go with the flow, swim with the tide, just let go. The thought being that when we surrender to a force bigger than ourselves, we can find some peace. Last week, I was fortunate enough to be granted my American citizenship. And during the ceremony, I found myself sitting next to a very gracious lady from Pakistan. Our welcome packets included a voter registration form, which had a section about enrolling in a political party. Out of the corner of my eye, I could see her pen hovering over the boxes, and then she turned to me and said, "I can't register with any party at the moment. I need to see which candidate best represents my values and needs." This was really interesting to me. She was asserting her own identity, while I was just about to go with the flow and check the box for the party I would normally go for without a second thought. She made me stop and really think about my core values and real needs. This got me thinking that there's a flip side to flow, a shadow side, if you like, where we are constantly seduced into taking things at face value, being encouraged to just go along to get along, when what we really need is to dig deeper and think about who we really are. But it's not always easy to know who we truly are when we're constantly being told what we should be. And this is a perfect time to think about this because we're entering another election cycle here in the US, and we need to be ready for the tidal wave of party politics and media bias that uses the flow of fear for its own benefit and then tells us how to think about it. From terrorism to environmental disasters, health concerns, job prospects, identity theft, even government itself. All of this comes with an agenda not designed with our well-being in mind, but to sell us solutions and keep us divided and dependent. So we have a duty, I believe, to ourselves and others to make sure that we align as best we can with our true principles and values and not get seduced into just going along and taking sides. The people who really make a difference in the world never go along to get along, and we can be like that too. DJ Rick Schneider, host of the Up and Running morning show on WKZE, got so sick and tired of the regular "if it bleeds, it leads" news flow that he instigated the idea of good news, and the listeners love it. And Arianna Huffington also includes a good news section in the Huffington Post. Real food advocates like Dr. Andrew Weil and celebrity chef Jamie Oliver are changing the food industry by making us aware of the health implications of our choices. Only last week, PepsiCo announced they were changing the sweetener in Diet Pepsi due to falling sales. So by making smart choices, we can create change too. It was interesting to see on the streets of Baltimore last week that a group of protesters made a choice to organise what they called the Love Line. They made the decision based upon their core values of peaceful protest to stem the flow of violence. And it worked. It seems somewhat paradoxical, I know, but it is true that there are times when we may need to go against the tide to be in our own authentic flow. Thank you for watching. Get informed, find your own voice, and don't just go with the flow and take the safe and easy route. And with our authentic voice, we can make the world a more elegant place.